What if I told you that in just 24 hours, over 100,000 Kenyans will be plunged into darkness? This is Kenya News Update today. Coming up, you'll discover exactly which areas are affected, why this is happening, and what you need to do to prepare. Kenya Power has just dropped a bombshell announcement. On Monday, March 9, 2026, they're shutting off the lights in three major counties: Nyeri, Laikipia, Kiambu. But here's the twist. This isn't a random blackout. This is a planned operation. And it's happening for a reason that will leave you shocked. Meet the engineers on the front lines. For them, this Monday is a race against time. They have just 8 hours in Nyeri, 9 hours in Laikipia, and another 8 in Kiambu to complete critical maintenance. The clock starts ticking at 9 a.m. sharp, but here's what nobody's talking about. This planned outage comes on the heels of a massive, unplanned disaster. Just 2 days ago, on Friday, March 6, a violent downpour hit Nairobi. The rain was so heavy it collapsed a boundary wall at the South Sea substation. Floodwaters rushed in. Power transmission was completely disrupted. Entire neighborhoods went dark. South B, South C, Nairobi West, Madaraka Estate, Strathmore. The list goes on and on. Kenya Power issued a statement. They extended their deepest sympathies to affected families. But sympathy doesn't turn the lights back on. So what's the real story? Here's the part that will blow your mind. While engineers are still scrambling to fix the flood damage in Nairobi, a separate team is gearing up to deliberately cut power to 3 other counties. It's a calculated risk. They're choosing temporary darkness now to prevent a catastrophic permanent failure later. Let's break down the map of Monday's darkness. In Nyeri County, the outage hits at 9 a.m. and lasts until 5 p.m. That's 8 full hours. Areas like Nyeri, Kahuno, and Maingi Rano will be affected. Think about the businesses, the markets, the schools, all frozen for an entire workday. In Laikipia, it starts even earlier. At 8 a.m., parts of Muthaiga Estate go dark. The outage stretches for 9 long hours. Fairmount Safari Club, Brickwood Schools in Nanyuki. Imagine the disruption. And in Kiambu County from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. The lights go out in Mutomo and around Kiganjo Market. This affects Mama Ngina University, Muhoho High School, Theta Tea Factory, students studying for exams, factories processing tea, all brought to a standstill. But here's the critical question everyone is asking. Why now? Why schedule this massive, multi-county shutdown right after a major weather crisis? The answer is in the fine print. Most of these are maintenance works. They are essential upgrades and repairs to the grid. Kenya Power is essentially performing surgery on the national power system. They're fixing weak points before they break. It's preventative medicine for our electricity supply. The implications are huge. On one hand, you have proactive maintenance that could prevent future, longer blackouts. On the other hand, you're deliberately inconveniencing tens of thousands of people and businesses for an entire day. Some call it responsible planning. Others call it poor timing and a lack of consideration. And it leaves us with one burning, unanswered question. Is this the price of progress, or is it a sign of a grid constantly on the brink? Do you think Kenya Power is making the right call by scheduling this massive outage? Or should they delay until the flood crisis is fully resolved? Drop your take in the comments. Subscribe to Kenya News Update today for more breaking news that affects your power, your wallet, and your daily life.